Hello and welcome back to the LRM YouTube channel. Bit of a different video today. We're out with my Freelander 2 because we're treating it to a little something nice. I've been meaning to get a roof rack on this for absolutely ages and I've finally come around to doing it. And who better to give us a steer on this subject than Patrick, former editor of LRM, who now works for Frontrunner. Nice to see you, Pat.
Thanks, mate. It's great to be here next to the River Nen, a favourite haunt of former editors of the magazine, and we're excited about putting a Slimline II roof rack onto your Freelander.
Yes, as I say, I've been meaning to get a rack on here because I'm going to sample the roof tent life. I've not yet had one. I've not even ever slept in one, so I'm really excited to get the Slimline on and see how it does.
So the big positive of our Slimline II rack, it's been around a long time. It's our original rack. It's favoured by a lot of overlanders, but we have over 55 accessories that you can put on your rack, from a bottle opener to an axe holder, water tank holders, you name it, bicycles, canoes. You can put all of those bits of gear using our accessories onto your Slimline II roof rack.
Awesome, so a proper do-it-all solution.
Exactly, and it's modular. It's like a Meccano set. You can put it together yourself. But with a Freelander, there's obviously a few nuances. It doesn't have the gutters that a Defender has, so we're going to have to make a plan with your Freelander.
Not a problem. Well, without further ado, as you can see, we've laid the roof rack out, get that bolted together and see what's involved. Let's crack on.
Can't wait.
Okay, so this is the Slimline II rack in its component form. It's very easy to put together. Johnny from Frontrunner's here, Pat's over the other side. It all goes together with bolts that use 5 and 6mm Allen bits. So it's a case of slotting all the pieces together, putting the bolts in, tightening them up. We're going to get on with that now, and then we'll mount it on the Freelander. Frontrunner don't just do accessories for Land Rovers either. This is Johnny's Ford Ranger, complete with tent rack and soft shell roof tent. They do all sorts of bits for all different makes and models. Steve brought along his Defender 90 with his recently finished camping trailer. Really smart bit of kit, very versatile, and I can definitely see why he likes it so much. It was an absolutely beautiful day down by the river. We were careful to use pieces of cardboard to avoid losing any fixings, and also to pick up any bits of drill bit swarf that we left behind. Another clever feature of the Slimline II rack is this adjustable wind deflector that's on the front edge. Obviously, being a roof rack, you are going to pick up slight wind noise, especially on especially windy days and when driving at speed. But this two-piece deflector lets you fine-tune it so that you can quieten it down. Johnny's setting it in the central position at the moment, but after driving it around and seeing what it's like, you can loosen it and slide the pieces around until you get the quietest result. Alright, so with the rack built up, we need to fit the brackets to the roof rails. To do that, you need to remove the plastic gutter trims, which I held in with 2 pins at the back, and then they just clip in. We need to drill 2 holes in the middle section of the gutter trim, and then the brackets bolt on to existing threaded bosses in the roof with a series of spacers and washers, things like that. Very straightforward. We've already done the other side, so let's crack on with this one.
And what makes it different to a Defender rack is we're using foot rails instead of just roof rack feet. What an extraction.
What an extraction. Alright, so we've removed the gutter trims from the top of the car. We need to drill a couple of holes in these for the bolts for the new rack brackets to go through. Very simple, it's all explained in the instructions, so get your tape measure. There's a measurement for the front and a measurement from the back. Just need to make sure the holes are drilled in the centre of the gutter trim and it will all go back together nicely. So we're going to do that now.
And 28 at the back, 28 mils. There we go.
Next up, it's time to drill the gutter trims. Starting with a 4mm drill bit as a pilot hole, and then making that hole out larger to a 7.5mm to allow enough room for the M6 bolts to pass through and into those bosses in the top of the roof. As you can see, drilling a pilot hole just lets you centre the bigger drill bit a bit more easily. And as I said before, we were careful to pick up all the swarf with a magnet. We don't want to leave that lying around in the countryside. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. These trims do have metal inside, which can be a little bit surprising. Once you've got those holes drilled, it's just a case of pushing these anti-crush spacers into the gutter trims. These, as the name suggests, stop the trims from distorting as you tighten up the bolts. Use a hammer or something to tap them in rather than a pair of pliers. It's just what I had to hand, and it did the job. But yes, all good, quite easy and straightforward. There we go then. Refit the gutter trims, offer up the foot plates with the spacers and the new bolts, and thread them into the existing bosses in the roof. Tighten them up and we're good.
At last, we are just about ready to put the rack on. The foot rails are in place. As you see, we've had to bolt them in, and very different to the Defender of Steve's, but yeah, we are good to go.
So the next thing to do is get that fully assembled rack over here with the bolts already installed in the T-channels, is that right?
Yeah.
Drop it on top of the foot rails, put some nuts on, and it's all done.
That's one of the unique features of the Frontrunner roof rack, is the T-slot that it has, and that's where your accessories will go on afterwards. You just bolt the accessory into the T-slot and you can add anything you want to the rack afterwards. As we said earlier, there are more than 55 accessories for the Slimline II roof rack.
Couldn't be easier. Let's get started.
Come on. So the foot rails are secured to the Freelander. The rack is assembled and ready to go, and we're going to put it on and then bolt it up, and then that's it, done. Here we go.
She's in.
Once the rack sat on top of the foot plates, it's a simple case of offering up some washers and some nylock nuts, nipping them all up, making sure that the rack stays central, and yeah, a very straightforward installation.
So there we go. The Frontrunner roof rack is fully fitted to the Freelander, and I think you'll agree, it looks fantastic.
And here's Martin's passport to adventure. You can put a rooftop tent on there, a kayak, a bicycle, water, anything he wants. Over 55 accessories he can slap onto his new rack.
So my plan is, as I've mentioned previously on the YouTube channel and the podcast, I really want to try a rooftop tent, and this will be perfect because me, my wife, all our stuff and the dog will be able to go camping at the drop of a hat, load our stuff into the back of the Freelander, dog can go in the boot, tent on top, absolutely ideal.
And the best thing about a Frontrunner roof rack is you don't have to go to Turkey to get a new rack. You can just order one online and it arrives at your door, and you can put it together, assemble it yourself and put it on.
If we could do it beside a river after a few ciders, anyone can do it, isn't that right, Pat?
Of course. Let's go barbecue some meat.
Well, Pat, thanks ever so much.
Cheers, buddy.
Really looking forward to trying it out.